Just make sure you're sitting down.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we steam on through Fantasyland, you may want to take one more look at the majestic Matterhorn Mountain and the happiest cruise that ever sailed. It's a small world. Folks, ahead of us lies the future. Well, I guess we all know that. What I mean to say is, we're heading into Tomorrowland, where everything is possible. If you look overhead, you might catch a glimpse of a monorail. When Disneyland introduced the monorail back in 1959, it was the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere. Winding below us is the Autopia, where drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of a car, and no license is required. If you've ever wanted to become an astronaut, then you might want to stop at Space Mountain and Star Tours, where they got some newfangled flying spaceships that'll launch you into the deepest reaches of space. And you can ride them if you got the mind and the nerve. Well, folks, we're now arriving at Tomorrowland Station. If you'll be leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop.
We're now approaching Tomorrowland Station. This will be our closest stop for Space Mountain, Star Tours, Autopia, Finding Nemo, the monorail, Buzz Lightyear, Astro Blasters, the Astro Orbiter, and much, much more. As you approach the station, remain seated till the train reaches a full and complete stop inside of the station. Once you see either one of your two conductors out on the platform, that's when you'll know you're safe to step off the train yourself. Once again, this is Tomorrowland Station. Please remain seated as the train is still moving.
To those joining us, welcome aboard. The next leg of our journey will take us along the rim of the Grand Canyon. It's a mighty long drop to the canyon floor. So for your safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Be sure to watch your kids and no flash pictures, please.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
we travel back in time, back to the fantastic primeval world, land of the dinosaurs.
Once again, folks, all flash photography must be turned off inside the train. All flash photography must be turned off inside the train. Thank you.
Gateway to Disneyland. If you'll be leaving us here, stay in your seat till we come to a full stop. And remember to gather all your personal...
We are approaching Main Street Station. This will be your closest stop to the park exit, Disney's California Adventure, Downtown Disney, and Main Street, USA. As you approach the station, remain seated till the train reaches a full and complete stop inside of the station. This will be your closest stop. Street at the park exit. Please remain seated until you come to a full stop inside the station. Now, if you have any strollers or wheelchairs, keep them folded till you reach the bottom of the stairs. This is our one and only station without a ramp, and it will be a bumpy road on your way down. Do not unfold your strollers until you reach the bottom of the stairs. Once again, folks, remain seated. Train still in.
Hello, folks. Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're now embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom, with stops at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland, followed by a visit to the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. We got a lot of traveling ahead of us, so remember, for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Uh-oh. Did you folks hear that? Sounds to me like we've reached the wilds of Adventureland, where you just might run into a lot of savage critters out there, including lions and tigers and tiki birds. Everybody best be on the lookout. You never know just what may show up. We're approaching our first stop, New Orleans Square Station. This station serves Frontierland, New Orleans Square, and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated till the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step while getting off. Have a good time in the frontier, yeah? For those of you continue.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching New Orleans Square Station. Please remain seated. We go for a full and complete stop for station ahead. Once your conductors have gone off the train, you may stand up and disembark as we direct today. Thank you. Do not touch the floor away from the open doorways. Stand them either upon your lap or with an adult between them and the opening. Thank you.
It looks like Newtown. Like all the houses are like
To those who just joined us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please, watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, where every day is a zippity-doo-dah day. If you look real hard, you might just find your laughing place. We're now passing over Critter Country, where Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear make their homes and embark on fun-filled adventures. Although this land was made for critters, human-type folks are always invited to stop in to visit a spell. We're traveling along the rivers of America and into the American frontier as it looked more than a century ago. This area is so rich with natural beauty and wildlife, you can see why the early settlers were inspired to move west. You're seeing this view just like many of them did, from the comfort of a genuine steam-powered train. When these iron horses first started crisscrossing the country in the 1800s, the time it took folks to reach the West dropped from months to a matter of days. Why, steam power not only fueled trains, but the dreams of a whole new generation as they settled this great frontier.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching Toontown Depot. Your stop for Toontown Fantasyland. Toontown closing no later than 8:30. Please remain seated. We up to a full and complete stop at the station ahead. Once your conductor steps down off the train, you may stand up and disembark if this will be your exit today. Thank you.
To visit the cartoon town where Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy live? Well, in just a few moments you can find out for yourself, because our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown. This is also the nearest stop to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters.
Now folks, in about 6 minutes we'll have our last showing of Mickey and the Magical Map. That's in the theater straight ahead in front of you. We start in about 6 minutes. It's the last show of the night. There's still a lot of seats open if you want to watch the show. I'm going to do that right now. This is the last show of the night for Mickey and the Magical Map.
We'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is Toontown Depot.